please.
Oh, shit. Don't kill me, man.
Hey fight fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps with BehindTheGloves.com, and I'm here with Eddie Chambers, who I've been meaning to meet for quite some time now. We've been Twitter buddies.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, definitely.
Exchanging tweets for a while. So we were just talking about your favorite food right now. A baked potato?
Oh, yeah. Well, over here in the UK, they call them jacket potatoes. And listen, I probably had it, with the exception of the weekend, I probably had it since January the 13th, all the way till now. Every day, even when I went home, and I went home twice. You know what I mean? So.
But why? Like, do you love it?
No.
Or you obviously, because okay.
But listen, before I came, I probably didn't eat potatoes for maybe maybe with the exception of like every once in a while. And I really stopped eating fries and all that because I was like vegan. I was going vegan for a minute, which I really liked. But then when I came here, he's like, look, you gotta change your diet. You gotta put that muscle on to get weight. So you gotta bring that in.
So you're eating the potato to gain.
Well, it's like what it does is, I'm not sure if it's slow or fast releasing. I can't remember at this moment, but it's a carbohydrate to get you energy, and I think it's to sustain you throughout the day. It's like to sit in there and it leaks into the blood a little bit slow. I think if it's a slow releasing or fast to give you that quick energy burn, you know what I mean, for the whole day. So you gotta kind of have it. Oh man. Just thinking about it, it's like, no, I'm good.
What's one of your favorite foods? Because I'm in heaven because I love Indian food and it's everywhere. Yeah.
Hey, listen, curries. And I swear I'm not just saying that because you here. No, but for real, curries is my favorite. Everybody knows. Like if you ask them, and I ain't even got to tell them. Ask them, what do I like to eat the most? That you can ask anybody.
What's your favorite curry?
Oh man, I like the korma. It's like sweet.
Korma's sweet. I was gonna say that.
The korma's good. It's between the korma and the what's the other one? The tikka masala, right? Yeah, I can't believe I
like tikka masala. Super spicy though.
Yeah. No,
I don't ask. Food. I don't ask for. I hate when people say, "Oh, you want it spicy?" I'm like, no, I want it spicy.
You want it
like
Indian.
I want 2 spices, not 1, but 2.
She wanted Indian spicy.
Like
see, that's
Indian
the thing.
spicy.
Yeah, because with there's regular. You know what I mean? There's like there's regular spicy. It's kind of spicy. No. Indian spicy, that's the one that had you like nose running, eyes watering. Yeah.
Man.
Oh yeah.
Man.
Yeah, I like that though. I don't know why. I'm glutton for punishment. You know what I mean?
You know what? I always say if it doesn't give you a heartburn, it wasn't good enough.
Yeah, it burns everywhere. You know what I mean? It burns everywhere.
That is hilarious.
Yeah.
So we're here at the Fury home where everyone stays here, right? While in camp.
Yeah, most of the fighters that the guys that work closely with us, they all come up and stay up in we call it, this is the hotel right here. You know what I mean? No, but we come up, stay in the flat, and we go right downstairs, man. Look, I've been in here probably, I've been here obviously more than I've been home in the last year, and I know this place, it feels like a second home, honestly. But it's comfortable. I'm comfortable here. They're great people, man. They've been taking care of me like I'm literally like I'm a brother or a son or whatever. So it's good.
How are you adjusting from what was the American way to the English way? Now, I'm just gonna say this much. I love England. I love it, right? In fact, I told my mother before coming, I go, if I can last 16 days there and not complain and be like, oh, I have to leave, then I'm like, then maybe I'm okay with like possibly moving there one day or something like that, right? But you know what? I'm scared as hell with the driving. I could never own a car, which means I would always be on a train or taking cars or something, but I could never drive. How do you handle it? Do you drive here?
Well, I've driven here a little bit, but once I realized that how serious well, you know what? For me, it's easy. Like I can adapt to a lot of different stuff. Like same thing with boxing. No, but seriously. But no, it's just on the other side of the road. You just gotta get comfortable with it and get used to it in the roundabouts.
'Cause you know why? When we're driving and we're about to make a right. Instinctively, I'm thinking they're coming, so I can't make that right without like looking that way, being paranoid because I'm thinking someone's coming, but they're not. They're going that way.
They're going the other way.
So I get really paranoid. So I probably either kill myself or end up hurting people driving on the road.
You would be okay. You just got to get, it's like a couple of days. After a few times, see, when I was a passenger for like, probably about a month or 2 before I even got a chance to get behind the wheel. And, and over here also manuals, you know what I mean? They're 50% probably, or 60-40. You know, most cars are manual. Not most cars. Most cars are automatic, but manual as well. So you got, that's another thing you got to adjust to with some Apple. I can't drive manual, to be honest.
Me either.
But it's easy. Once you do it for a couple of, like, once you see it done for a little bit, and you know that you yield to the guys coming on the right, you know what I mean, versus the other way, it's easy.
I have my friends out here be like, oh, just take my car when you have to go to, I go,
yeah, you're like, nah, you better drive.
Wait,
yo.
what? Take your car? I'm like, you're a fool if you think Toby, you know who you are. You tried giving me his keys to the car.
Yeah.
I was like, you are out of your mind if you think I'm going to take your car, because I will crash it, I will die, my parents will have to fly my ass, my body home, and it's not even funny.
No, you probably panic a little bit too much, but once you get used to it, it'll tell you it'll be easy. You'll get over it quick. Trust me.
And they get too close to each other. Anyways, we're not going to go there.
No, the biggest thing, let me tell you for real, the biggest thing is the rules are very, very, very small here.
Small.
And you from what? You from Cali, right? And that's like, man, there's lanes everywhere. It's like, I don't know how I seen the traffic there. I'm like, You know what I mean? I thought New York was horrible. I didn't know LA traffic was that much worse.
Yeah.
But anyway, there's so big, the lanes over in the States. When you come here, it's like, you gotta literally, you be just barely missing. It's like, oh.
I don't know how people have big cars here. When I see them driving actual SUVs, I'm like, whoa, how do you do that? Because
well, you go outside, you look at the average big car you would think you see, it's like a A6 or Audi, or like a 5 Series BMW
you don't
or
see
something.
The damn Hummers out here.
No. and it's funny because you see even the trucks, right? They're like the X5, not the X5, X3s or for the BMWs, and like a Q5. Those are the ones you generally see. Very rarely do you see like a big car out here, and it's smart because you can't be sliding through things. Like look at that, looking outside right there. Come on, I ain't never doing nothing crazy like that. Anyway, I don't drive them at home, let alone here. No way.
Yeah, no way. Jeez. Well, you obviously have had the opportunity to spar Tyson Fury. Talk about that a bit.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't be happy about that. No, it's good. It's good work. We actually work really, really good together. But working with that kid is like, it's tough. You know what I mean? But what it does is it improves you, especially with me. Fighting, most of the guys gonna be fighting is that big. Well, not that big, but he's like an exception. But there's some similar in that size. I mean, me, I'm only 6 feet, 6'1", so I'm gonna be looking up at everyone. So being able to get him, and then he's big and mobile. And he could do so many different things. Even a heavyweight, he's like a small guy in a big guy's body. You know what I mean? You look at him, you're like, nah, he can't do that. Then you watch him, it's like, man, this boy really can, he can move, he move around this way, turn around, up. It's like, man, he can do a lot of things. So when I get in there with him, and being that he's so versatile as a fighter, it helps me in my versatility to be able to fight, whether they be big, small, medium, whatever. You know what I mean?
Tony Bellew said that he's had the chance to spar with you.
My man Tony, he did good. He did good and won his fight. I'm real proud to see that he won, and I could say I was, an integral part of that. You know what I mean? No, but it was, he was definitely great work for me. You know what I mean? I had a fight recently, before the one I'm having this coming week, and I was sparring a decent amount of rounds with Tony, and he's good work. You know what I mean? Punch a little bit too. You know what I mean? So it's good. It's good work with us.
I recently did my interview with Anthony Joshua, and you saw that.
I was waiting on this. I was waiting on this question.
I feel like maybe it was taken somewhere else with it.
It was. This is media. This is boxing. We're athletes. At the end of the day, when we sitting there, we jawing back and forth. It's a lot of just bull crap. You know what I mean? A little bit of banter, a little bit of fun, a little talk. But at the end of the day, we all sportsmen. At the end of the day, when we get in there and fight, and then that's when it's serious. But out here, man, we can say what we want to say. You still got to lace it up and fight. If you're gonna fight, I have nothing against the kid. I would love to see him do really well. The better he does, you know what I mean. The better. If I do get the opportunity to fight him, the better I'll look when I win. You know what I'm saying? So I respect what he's doing. I respect that they're bringing him up the right way. You know what I mean? Even though it seems fast, it's not really fast. I mean, the guys they're putting him in with, or they were good at their time. Some of them and a little bit crafty. But I seen with the last fight, I didn't get a chance to really see much of it. But from what I'm hearing, the guy was just like, oh man, it's like he's seen him. It was like, I'm not even, you know what I mean? But for the most part, he's doing well. You know what I mean? He's progressing. He only got what, 7, 8 fights. You know what I mean?
10 now.
Oh, he got 10?
10.
Dang, I guess he's on the fast track. But no, like I said, he's doing good. He's progress guy. I wish him nothing but the best. I'm gonna get off his. I ain't gonna talk about him no more. You know what I mean?
Do you Do you see yourself fighting him next year if you can? I mean, and if so, what seems to be, I would say, how do I say this? Because I don't want to say the hold up. It just seems like when people want to call each other out, and fights never really get made sometimes. No. So is it something you want for 2015, or do you just see it, if it happens, it happens? Yeah,
if it happens, it happens. To me, I'm not, it would be nice, you know, obviously for, you know, to add that to my resume, or I'm pretty sure for him the same thing. But I don't know if that's going to be something that I'll have to do or want to do, or you know, anything I'll need, as well as I don't think it's going to be something at this point for him that he'll need, even in 2015. I'm looking for titles. I'm not looking to see, even though I'm not from here, to see who the best is in England. I'm looking for world championships, nothing less. Look, I could have had a world title some years back. I could have had it again. There could have been different times I could have had it even again after those opportunities. So that's what I'm looking for. You know, I'm not still in this sport just to, you know, fight journeymen and win these little fights and nothing like that. I'm really looking to make, you know, a great living, to be able to retire on, as well as win championships and have people remember me in the future. That's what I'm doing this for. You know, no disrespect to Anthony Joshua. I'm not saying he's small potatoes or anything like that, or he's not. But he's not right now. It doesn't seem as if he's in my way. If he's in my way, then yeah, we'll go right through it. And I have no problem. Even right now, if they called and say, hey, we want Eddie Chambers right now. Word, let's go. I'll do it. I have no problem. But other than that, I'm going my way. I want to get to a world championship as soon as possible. That's what I want.
Eddie, it seems to me that you're overlooked a lot. And, you know, I had a conversation with Tony about this, and Tony feels like, he's like, man, you're literally like one of the best. He genuinely feels that you don't get the opportunities that you deserve. Why do you think that is? I mean, because right now, we can't say it's the heavyweight division doesn't have the options, because there are a lot of people right now, and I feel like the heavyweight division has really come back. And I think in 2015 it's going to be better than ever. I think we're finally going to get to see a great American heavyweight come up, you know? Are there anyone in particular that you see yourself like, yeah, I would really love that fight? I mean, granted, a lot of people want the Wilder Stavern, you know, there's also Andy Ruiz.
I like Andy Ruiz, actually.
There's Chris Arreola. There's several Americans that I can imagine that you could be matched up with.
There's plenty of opportunities out there, you know what I mean? Philly actually got a few now, you know what I mean? That's where I'm from. So, really no one in particular. I don't really care. I mean, you know, a lot of these guys, a lot of these fighters that you named, they're good. They're good prospects, and I would like to see them, you know, I would like to have maybe a potential matchup. But I'm one of the first people that said, look, heavyweight division is going to be hot pretty soon. Everybody's looking at, oh, it's the worst it's ever been, and these fighters aren't this and they're not that. I'm like, look, as soon as one of the brothers retire or both of them retire, and it becomes like it's going to be super hot, because there's going to be there's a whole lot of guys that want the opportunity to grab them titles, and they all feel like they can beat everybody at that point. You know what I mean? Once the Klitschko brothers are gone, it's like, yeah, I can beat them. Oh yeah, I can beat whoever else is up there. Let's go. You know what I mean? And then it's going to be like everybody's jockeying for position to get in the #1 spot to get those titles. So it's going to be very, very hot. So I was one of the ones that said that. But as far as matching up, I don't care who you put me in with. I really don't. It's you know, I fought some of the best fighters, you know, on my way up, and I was fighting them for nothing sometimes. You know what I mean? So I'll do it again.
Are you one of those people that feel like, and I say this in the best way possible, because I consider myself a self-promoter, which is okay. It's worked for me so far. When you self-promote yourself and you call people out, I mean, some people see that as, oh, I just need to be quiet. Yeah, you're desperate. And then other people see that as, that's what the fight fans want to see. And we want to see people call each other out, because like, yeah, and it gets everybody hyped with the possible matchups. You know, so do you plan on calling people out? I mean, because I know that Tyson said, and we already had this conversation, when Tyson's in Vegas, I'm going to interview him over there when he's there for the Stavern Wilder fight. He plans on going in there and straight up calling everyone out. Hey,
let's go.
I want you. Just like how it was with Bellew and Cleverly, and see how the matchup just built up this aggression and everybody wanted it. Do you want to do that?
It really is out of my character, there's no question. You know what I mean? That's not normally how I do things, but being quiet isn't really doing it for me either. You know what I mean? And I'm like the quiet storm kind of guy. You know what I mean? I just, okay, well, you know, I'll take it. Let's go ahead and get in there and fight. I let these do the talking all the time. You know, I mean, I rarely do anything. Really, I mean, I rarely say anything, because I don't really want to. It's bull crap, really. It's a whole lot of bull crap before you get in that ring. Because once you get in there, I don't care what you said before you got in there. you got to perform and then show it. So, you know what I mean? People that expect from me, like, I don't know what he going to do. He didn't really say he's going to do this or that. So when he get in there, we're going to see. And I always pleasantly surprised. And that's how I want to be. But, like I said, that hasn't been getting me any more money, any more opportunities. So sometimes, like, what I'm going to do is just go out and speak the truth. Look, I don't really think this guy's what he is. They saying this. They giving a whole lot of credit. Put him in the ring with me and let's see. And that's as far as I go with it. I'm not going to call his mom no names. I'm not going to say this about her. I'm not going to say that about her. I'm going to go like, look, let's go.
I feel like there's a way of doing it, though, without being, you know.
Professionally, you know what I mean? Yeah. You can do it in a professional manner. You know what I mean? You don't have to call it, like I said, call his mom or dad names or talk about his wife and all that kind of stuff. You don't got to do that. But it's just like, I'll speak the truth. Like some of these guys, like, I respect them all for getting in the ring and for getting to as far as they did. Looking at Stavern and Wilder and, you know, Chris and Areola and Andy Ruiz and all these other guys that are coming on late as of late. You know, B.Y. Jennings, my man from Philly. You know what I mean? Amir Mansour, Steve, all of them. Steve Cunningham has been world champion already. So all these guys, I respect everything that they're doing for getting in there. But some of them, and I don't have to say any names, have been brought up the right way to a degree and put in position, haven't been really tested, haven't really had the opportunity to go in there and fight anybody that's of real note to prove that they're worthy of their status. And that's the frustrating thing for me when I look at that. And then they want to say, oh, Eddie Chambers ain't nothing. I'm like, look, I fought dudes that was #1 in the world. We talk about Vladimir. Dudes that challenged for that title, dudes that held the title, dudes that was the next this, the next that. I beat those guys. You understand what I'm saying? I had a few tough ones with some of them, a few maybe rocky decisions in a couple, but at the end of the day, I've been in there and competed with them. And people quickly forget, oh, you fight nothing but journeymen. You talk about this, you ain't been ranked this. I'm like, look, for 3-4 years at one point, I was #1, #2, right around the top. You know what I mean? Right under Vladimir and Vitaly and Povetkin and those guys. I've been in the same conversation, but they soon forget that, and a lot of times they forget it because you ain't saying nothing, you're not in the public eye talking all this craziness. And I don't really have any, you know,
I think you should
attitude toward them. I don't care, but
I think you should speak up more.
Well, I mean, I don't see over here. I've been a little more outward with it because they're like, look, you ain't gonna shut up while you with us. You gonna speak and you gonna speak your mind. And I mean, I always,
because no one's going to know that you want to fight that person if you don't say I want to fight that person. You know, so it's not a matter of disrespecting them, but it's by saying, you know what, I want to fight you. I think that I could beat you or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. You're absolutely right. And you know, if you feel like you can do it, and you just want the opportunity, to ask for it. There's no disrespect to them. There's no disrespect to who supports whatever or manages them or promote whatever. It's just you want to get the opportunity, and that's it. I mean, and the reason I don't particularly call out you or any of these, you know what I mean, is because I really don't care. Listen, when I came up, I did not pick any of the guys I fought. I fought whoever they put in front of me. I swear. I didn't ask who it was, or he said, "Oh, we got Calvin Brock for you." Oh, okay, cool. I'm ready. You know. We got this guy from Germany. You in a tournament, all that little tournament we had. Oh yeah. We got Sam Peter for you. In 3 weeks, they told me I got to fight Samuel Peter. All right, let's go. Dimitrenko over in Germany. Okay, I didn't care. I just fought them. That was how it was.
And now is your opportunity to get the ones you want. Not just the ones they put in front of you, but the ones that you want.
You know, old habits die hard.
I hope 2015. I start hearing more from you.
Well, honestly, I'm gonna keep it 100% real. You know what I mean? The last fight I had recently, I was not happy with the performance. I'm gonna say it outright. It was terrible. You know what I mean? Especially for somebody like myself, who my skills speak, you know, the volumes, and it just wasn't there. But you know, it was a bad night. Okay, we could call it a bad night. And I got another one coming on Saturday. Obviously, these guys aren't up to the standard of who I'm going to be facing in the future, or I faced in the past. But still, you know what I mean. I got to go out there and show out so that I can prove. You know what I mean. And that's what I'm all about. I got to be able to. I want to prove to the people that I deserve this kind of thing. And obviously, these guys aren't.
Because always remember, the fight fans. This is how it works. It doesn't matter what your resume says, right? It comes down to who are the last 2 people you fought, and what your performance was against them, because you could have fought world champions the whole way through.
Right.
And then the last 2 fights, look at Danny Garcia for a perfect example.
And that's
look
a shame.
what everything he's proven, and then the last 2 fights were less than what he has been performing, and now all he's been known to be at this point is,
yeah, oh, he didn't look good against this guy. That's because you could be out of the game, have one good win, and you back in the conversation. But you can be in the game 100%, like I was, and have one off night or have a loss, and oh, you're out. You're back to the back of the bus. It's over, and it's like, dang, it's that simple. But just like I said, just as soon as you can go out, you've been going in. So it's worth it, you know.
Right.
And I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get there.
Well, look, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me.
No problem.
And what would you like to say to our fellow Americans?
Well, I mean, I haven't been home for a while as far as staying, and I'm sure they haven't seen me. But I've been doing a lot of really hard work here. Fury's awesome crew to be with, and I'm ready to take the world by storm once again. Hopefully, get a world championship shot soon. Hopefully, you know what I mean. Obviously, it's not gonna be easy. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people up there. There's a log jam in the division, and it's going to be tough. But to all the people who support me, thank you for years, even when we were in the down period, when I wasn't sure if I was going to continue. I really appreciate it, you know, to American fans and all fans everywhere. I love y'all. Keep on supporting.
Heavyweight division's back, baby. Yeah. Bye, fight fans.
All right.